I'm Opari from Food for the Soul, and welcome to my Tanzanian kitchen. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the 4 pillars of success when you're creating a healthy diet and lifestyle. And that pillar is kitchen mastery. Because, let's be frank, if you don't love your food, if you can't make delicious vegan food in your own kitchen, you're going to have a hard time sticking to your commitment to yourself. So that's whether you're trying to be vegetarian or vegan or raw, you need to know how to make your own food. How many times can you go out to eat? How many times can you be satisfied with, iceberg lettuce salad? It won't work, not for the long term. So today, I'm going to share you some tips for mastering making delicious food. Now, there are some tools that can make this really fast, like a food processor or a high-speed blender. But those things are pricey, and if you're just getting started, you might not be able to get all of those tools right away. Now, I highly suggest you get them and get the best that you can, because otherwise you'll find yourself needing to replace them pretty quickly because they don't have the power to do what you need. Certainly would start with a high-speed blender, a Blendtec, Vitamix, something like that, as one of the first things to get, because then you can make some delicious smoothies and dressings and sauces. And it really is a must-have piece of equipment. Now, if you just have a regular blender, that's okay for right now. But when you have the time, when you have the opportunity and the finances, do get yourself a high-speed blender. So today I'm going to be making some coleslaw. And so here are some of the things that I use to help make my life easier. And until just a month or so ago, I didn't have my food processor, so I was doing everything by hand. And so here's some of the things that I did. So one of the things I really like to have is a brush. This one happened to come with my juicer, but any kind of little vegetable brush or something will work. And you can use it for washing and scrubbing, like the ginger, your potatoes, or whatever, and really getting the dirt out of all the nooks and crannies. Another thing is when you're using fresh ginger, fresh garlic, fresh herbs, and things like that, it gives you much better flavor. And so using fresh whenever you can. So here's a piece of ginger that I broke off the big stalk of it. And here's a grapefruit spoon. And it has nice serrated edges right here and is perfect for getting the skin off of your ginger. You can just drag it down the side and that peel comes right off. Now you might need shredded carrots or sliced carrots. Now if you have a food processor, once again, you can put that through there and it's done in a jiffy. If not, one of these grater is very handy to have. It has different sizes of grating pieces or grating sides. It has different sizes for grating different sizes of vegetables or different pieces, different sizes of what you want to come out of there. Can't speak today. You have little tiny shreds, bigger shreds, slices, all just one handy little tool. And this one is a mandolin. Now I must warn you that mandolins are extremely, extremely sharp. And I'll bet you that anybody that has a mandolin in their kitchen hasn't sliced their finger. I know I have. This one is nice. It has a locking feature so that when it's not in use, this slicing guide comes up over the top of the blade so that you can't slice your finger. And then you just slide it to determine the thickness of what you want to slice. And then, I mean, this is so fast, so smooth. I didn't even know I was actually slicing anything at first. But that just shows you how sharp this dang thing is. So be extremely careful when you're using it, when you're washing it. Store it in a way that is not going to, you're not going to cut your finger reaching into the drawer to get it. Now this mandolin has a handy holder so you can hold the potato or what other vegetable so you don't end up cutting your finger. I highly recommend looking for something like this. Otherwise you might find you end up slicing your knuckles when the potato gets small. Knives. You're going to need good assortment of knives, good sharp knives. Small ones, big ones, for different types of jobs that you'll be doing. You know, little paring knives for getting into, you know, little nooks and crannies of things. Bigger chopping knives for, you know, slicing, dicing, cutting into things. Now, your knives will get dull over time, pretty quickly actually. So on a regular basis, you should be sharpening your knife. Here's one type of a knife sharpener. There's also the types that are just like a long strip and you just slide your knife down it. This one is kind of nice. You just slide the knife through this and sharpen your knife that way. So sharpen your knives on a regular basis so that they slice cleanly and smoothly. They'll be faster and they'll be safer because you won't have to be pushing so hard to get through the vegetables, and you know, then the knife slips and you cut your finger. Not fun. A good sharp knife. Of course, measuring spoons. At least at first you'll be using these to measure out your spices and your ingredients. After a while, you'll begin to get a sense of what a teaspoon is, and you'll be able to just kind of eyeball it and shake it in. But at the beginning, use the spoons. A peeler. So if you need to get the peels off your carrots, your potatoes, peeler makes short work of that. Also good for coring an apple. A good peeler. Some kitchen scissors are handy to have too, not only for opening packages, but sometimes chopping up herbs, or you know, there are times where scissors make the fastest work of your job. And then garlic. Garlic is something that we use a lot of, and you know, the garlic comes in these bulbs, and so you know, you'll be pulling it apart to get the individual cloves out off of the bulb, and it's all nicely wrapped in paper. Not really paper, but you know, it's all nicely wrapped in the skin, and you just break off some cloves, and then getting the skin, the peel off of them can be kind of a hassle. So here's what I do. I cut off the end, and usually some of it will peel off with that. And then, if you just lay it on its side and lay your knife on its side with the sharp edge pointing away from you, use the palm of your hand and keep your fingers up out of the way. Just press down until it kind of smashes, and then the rest of the peel will come off easily after that. So just smash it. You'll feel it crunch underneath you, which means you've broken the clove a bit, and the peel will come off. And then Minced garlic, yes, you could chop, 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 mince, mince, mince. Or you could get a garlic press like this. Put the clove in there, press it, and out comes nicely minced and chopped up garlic. It's all ready for your recipe. Or we just found this little handy thing here in Arusha. And you just lay your garlic on the counter and then on your cutting board. Cutting board, also good to have some good cutting boards so that you're not cutting on your countertop and ruining your countertop and ruining your knives, or trying to cut on plates. Cutting board gives you a nice flat surface and the room that you need. Back to this garlic. Just going to press down onto it. And there is my minced garlic, which I can take right over to my pan or my bowl and scrape it out. I usually scrape it off the back and do it again. So as you can see, just by adding a few inexpensive tools to your kitchen, you greatly expand the things that you can do in creating some amazing, healthy vegan recipes in your kitchen. That way you can incorporate fresh spices and herbs. You can slice up and grate up your own vegetables instead of buying them pre-packaged, and which will help you not only get more vitamins and nutrition out of your food and up the flavor, but it'll also help you save money from buying the pre-prepared items. So take the time to stock up your kitchen with the tools you need and to learn how to use them so that you can become a healthy gourmet, that you can have kitchen mastery, which is one of the 4 pillars of being successful in creating a healthy vegan diet and lifestyle. From Food for the Soul, I'm Ama Opari. Please come and visit me over at foodforthesoul.opari.net. That's OPARE.net. Foodforthesoul.opari.net. Sign up to get my free ebook on, can I say it this time? Sign up to get my free ebook, Unlocking the Secrets of a Flavor-Filled Vegan Kitchen. And you'll get on our email list, which will keep you posted on all the new recipes that I share and all the tips and techniques I have for making your vegan lifestyle work in your day-to-day life. Until next time, I'm Ama Opari. O'Harry, bye.
And this is going down. Take a stand.